Welcome to WEBN's special presentation, America's Next Chapter. I'm Sam Benson-Smith. Tomorrow, Donald Trump will be sworn in as the nation's 45th president, so hundreds of thousands are traveling to Washington, D.C. We have a dozen reporters there. Joining us live from Washington is our WEBN reporter, Rob Way, to tell us what's going on in the city. Rob?
Good afternoon, Sam. I am standing outside the museum on the parade route, where President Donald Trump will be walking after he takes the oath of office right down the street at the Capitol building. Now, we are expecting some rain showers tomorrow, but that's not stopping people from coming out and enjoying today's great weather.
Now, have you seen an increase in the protests as the inauguration itself approaches?
We haven't really seen an increase in the protests. They've really stayed on a similar note, a few a day, but they've seemed to remain small. Now, we are predicting that the March on Washington this upcoming Saturday will be big. They are expecting possibly 1 million people to attend that. So there will be a lot of security for that as well. They'll probably keep some of it from the inauguration.
Gotcha. And as far as the crowd surrounding you right now, you saying there's an expectation there'll be protesters in town on Saturday. What's the crowd around you? Seems mostly people that are just going to be attending the inauguration itself?
So yes, it seems like everyone here is just walking around seeing what's happening here. I mean, we haven't really seen protests on the parade route as of now, and they're really not to be expected as of now either. So everyone here seems pretty happy walking up and down the streets, really checking out what the parade route has in store.
And you mentioned there obviously a lot of people coming in on buses and everything for tomorrow and for Saturday. Speaking of the ceremony itself, do you have any updates on who will be performing at the inauguration ceremony? I know there's been a lot of last-minute dropouts with artists.
Yeah, there's been a lot of last-minute dropouts, such as Jennifer Holliday. But people like Jackie Ivanko, who was on America's Got Talent, Three Doors Down will be here, and Toby Keith will be performing as well. So they have kept a lot of artists here, and it really hasn't all been dropping out. It's really been remaining steady since the week's beginning.
And I know listed Jon Voight, the actor, is going to be there. I doubt he'll be, singing or anything like that, but they said that he'll be making an appearance, a well-known conservative voice. And how has DC's mass transit been holding up with the increased traffic? I know they've had issues in the winter. Obviously, the weather is a little bit better right now, but, a lot of issues with the increased foot traffic.
Of course, the mass transit seems to really be holding up well. I was riding it this morning, and everyone seems calm, cool, and collected. And there's a large police presence on the metro as well, just making sure everyone stays safe during this very busy time for the city of Washington, D.C.
All right, and you spoke obviously to the increase in security for the inauguration ceremony itself. How much do you think that, I mean, you're talking about the parade route and everything, barricades, what's kind of the full scope of the security presence you've seen?
Yeah, a lot of the major roads around the National Mall, including the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial, most of those main roads are starting to close. Some of them started to close last night. So that security has begun. And I don't know if you can see next to me, we have the barricades starting up on the sidewalks. So tonight, those will finally lock down, and then there'll only be certain ways to enter this part of the city, and you'll have to go through Secret Service to get there.
Gotcha. And as far as everything starting up tomorrow, when for people that are hoping to get close to the inauguration, when do you think the best bet would be to arrive? Obviously, ceremony starting in the morning, but bright and early, I would imagine.
Yes, bright and early. You're going to have to set that alarm clock for pretty early, probably 4 or 5 a.m. to make sure you get here on time to get a good spot, because there is general admission, so you are allowed, anyone is allowed to come in without a ticket. You're normally put in the further back, but if you got tickets from your representative or senator, there will be special spots just for you. Inauguration
in higher demand than the newest iPhone, so it seems. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. And thank you for watching this WEBN special presentation, America's Next Chapter. All this week, we will be in Washington covering the presidential inauguration to bring you the stories that matter. In the meantime, you can find more in-depth coverage on our website, www.webn.tv, and on Twitter @WEBN Boston. I'm Sam Benson-Smith. Thanks for watching.